Hi, welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vic and welcome to our weekly NFL update. Week 12 is in the books and we're getting on to week 13. But first of all, we here from Vic and Vern Sports Chat would just like to wish everybody on this Thanksgiving weekend, and we have a lot to be thankful for, all the love, happiness and health that you can have in life. Enjoy, be safe, and for all those people traveling on this holiday weekend, hey, take care. But what's the most important thing about Thanksgiving? Football. There's football out there. We're going to have games on Thursday night, the traditional Thursday night games. There's a game on Friday, our time, in Europe. And then, of course, the big Sunday end. Exclusively for you guys on Sunday, we're going to have a big watch-along, kind of not the red zone like some TV channels do. We're going to call it the Vic zone. We're going to have all the games on Sunday. We'll be starting at 6:45 Central European time, and we'll be doing all the games. So you won't miss a touchdown, you won't miss a field goal, you won't miss a fumble, you won't miss anything. We're going to have all the games from 7 o'clock all the way through. Every game, every score will be here live. So hey, make sure you hit that like, notification button and the subscription button so that you're up to date and you know exactly what's going on in the NFL. But let's start at the beginning. Let's get straight into week 12, what happened in week 12. Let me tell you our talking points for today. We're going to do all the results from week 12. We'll go through the standings with each other. We'll talk about the playoff picture a little bit, what's happening there. We'll have a preview for week 13. And then, of course, my favorite segment, the player of the week and the Pratt of the week. This week, once again, we have two Pratts. Maybe you guys can guess it. It's not hard to guess. I just say it's snowing. All right. So let's start. Let's start off with that right away. Let's get into the results. And here we go. Look, it all started out on Thursday night. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I thought this should be an easy win for the Steelers, but Cleveland and Jameis Wilson had a totally different take on this game. They just outplayed Cleveland, and I don't want to hear any excuses about snow and anything like that. It was real cool winter football weather. It was snowing like crazy. You could hardly see the lines on the field. Players were slipping and sliding, but it was a good game. And Cleveland deservedly won this one, 24-19. I mean, I just thought, is this a slip on the radar? Is this just a one-off for the Steelers? We'll see this week. They've got a good game coming up, and and that's also an important note. There are no byes anymore, so everybody's playing. Then we had Minnesota against Chicago. I thought this would be a blowout, and hey, Chicago played really well. Caleb Williams, hats off, the young man's doing well. He threw for 340, did well. Minnesota won this on a field goal at the end, 30-27. So Minnesota keeps rolling. Sometimes you got to win the close games as well, the ugly games, and Minnesota's definitely doing that. Detroit at Indianapolis, we got what we thought we'd get, 24-6 for the Lions. The Lions are just an unbelievable team, great defense. Jared Goff did well. Jamart Gibbs did well. Good result for the Lions. Then we'll get past this one quickly because it hurts me as a Patriots fans. Patriots 15, Miami Dolphins 34. Got to give it to Tua since Tua's been back. The Dolphins look formidable. I think the Dolphins still can sneak this one into the playoffs. Patriots, we're all hoping for next season. Then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the New York Giants. What everybody expected. We got a win for the Buccaneers. That was 30-7. The Giants, they released their starting quarterback Daniel Jones, so he's officially a free agent. We'll see where he lands up. Giants are a mess. Giants are the mess, and the Buccaneers desperately needed to win. Hey, all Cowboys fans, you can actually win, but you know why? You won because you were on the road. You can't win at home. But the Cowboys just won this one, 34-26. What a crazy game! Basically, if you're a betting man, you thought you won it with the Cowboys about a minute ago. Then you thought Washington Wizards won it. The Washington Commanders, and then the Cowboys won it. Some crazy football there at the end. But look, I think Commanders still in a good position to make the playoffs. Cowboys not. Then Kansas City against Carolina. No one saw this one coming. And Kansas City is only jumping as high as they need to this season. I mean, they won this on a field goal 30-27. Yes, Patrick Mahomes was sensational in the last seconds of the game, setting up the field goal. I worry for Kansas City a little bit when it comes to the playoffs. They're going to have to up their game, even though, look, they've got the best record in the NFL, but they're going to have to up their game because it doesn't look good for me at the moment. Tennessee, Houston, big upset. Tennessee 33, Houston 27. Houston's a little bit of a rut at the moment. They need to get out of that. Tennessee, they're just playing for pride. Denver, Las Vegas, Bo Nix. Bo Nix is, I thought, Rookie of the Year is going to be Jaden Daniels. It looks like Bo Nix is going to nick this one. I mean, Bo is doing well, and the Broncos are doing well. Broncos are looking like they could make the playoffs. They won this one 29-19 against the Raiders. Expected, if you consider the Raiders. But we'll see. Then we had the San Francisco 49ers against the Green Bay Packers. I watched that game live. That was live on our channel, on a live watch-along. I expected so much more from the 49ers, even though I know you're missing Brock Purdy, but 49ers definitely got to get out of this slump. I mean, they've got a must-win game this weekend, and I think it's against the Bills. We'll get into that afterwards. But they lost this one 38-10. I mean, Brandon Allen wasn't bad for them, but Jordan Love played fantastically. Jacobs, the running back from Green Bay, did a good job. Arizona against Seattle, good win for Seattle, 16-6. Arizona is like roller coaster, up and down, up and down. And that's what I actually said about the Seattle Seahawks this season. But the Seahawks pulled this one off, and the Seahawks are now number one spot in their division. I mean, we'll check out the division standings in a second. Philadelphia, great win against the Rams. I mean, Saquon. Even the thumbnail, I had to put our thumbnail today. I only put Saquon on our thumbnail. Saquon Barkley, for me, if there's any fairness in the NFL and he keeps us up, he has to be MVP. You can't give it to a quarterback every goddamn year in the NFL. I mean, what are you saying? That everybody else doesn't matter? Saquon Barkley is having a season. This could be an historic season. He could get over 2,000 rushing yards this year if he keeps us up. He played fantastic. More to Saquon in a second. Then that was Philadelphia. Then the last game of the week was the Baltimore Ravens against the Los Angeles Chargers. I watched that one as well. Look, I thought the Chargers played well. Started off very well. It was what we call the Harbaugh Bowl. The two brothers, head coaches of each team, and the younger brother got one over the older brother. I mean, yeah. That doesn't happen often, especially not in my family. That doesn't happen in my family. You can answer it. 30-23, Baltimore keep on rolling steadily. The Chargers are still in good shape to make the playoffs. So that was the games from last week. But let's get into the standings quickly. I'll talk about the standings straight off. Here we go. We'll start off with the AFC East. Look, the Bills are basically through if they win this weekend. Once you get to 10 wins, you make the playoffs. Dolphins still in the hunt, and the rest of the teams, forget about it. Just forget about it. Then we go to the AFC North. Steelers still in good shape. Ravens in good shape. For my Bengals that I like a lot, I don't think they're going anywhere. The South. Texans are starting to stutter, but the others are just not good enough to catch them, so I don't think the Texans lose it, but I don't think they're going to have a great season if they keep up the way they're going. Then, last but not least, the AFC West. Chiefs are rolling 10-1. Chargers are 7-4. Broncos 7-5. I think one of the two teams should get into the playoffs, Broncos or Chargers. Chiefs are definitely in the playoffs for me already. I mean, will they get the number one spot at the end of the year? Don't know about that, but we'll see. So that's good. Then we get into the NFC East. Eagles, Commanders, both heading towards the playoffs. The rest of the teams, no chance. Cowboys, good winner for the Cowboys against the Commanders. Look, the Cowboys do have an easy game this weekend. Maybe, we'll see what happens with the Cowboys. We'll see. I don't think so. Then the NFC North, Lions are rolling. Vikings are rolling. Packers are rolling. I mean, this is the strongest division on results. I mean, there is no division that has more wins than this one. I think this could be a 3-division team. All 3 of these guys could make it to the playoffs. I really think so, and I hope so, because I want to see these 3 teams in the playoffs. Then we have the NFC South. Look, the Falcons seem to be throwing this one away slowly but surely. Buccaneers, I mean, even the Saints still could nick the number 1 spot. The Panthers, look, good game against the Chiefs, but for the Panthers it's over. But this division could get very interesting really fast. And then the NFC West, the most interesting division. I mean, between the first and the last place team, it's a 1-game difference. Seahawks are now the number 1 team in this division. I only think 1 team makes it. So this is going to be a dogfight all the way to the end. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, got to keep an eye on that one. Then look, like we said, playoff picture. I think there's a few teams that are in. I think the Ravens are in. I think the Lions are in. The Chiefs are in. I'd say the Packers are in. The Vikings are in. I would say that the Commanders should be in. The Eagles should be in. There's a lot of disappointment this year. I mean, the most disappointing teams for me is still the Cowboys and the Jets. And the 49ers. Those are the 3 disappointing teams for me that I thought would be definite playoff teams, and they're not in. But it makes it interesting. There's now 3 other teams that maybe make the playoffs that no one thought about. So yeah, that's our playoff lookout. Then let's have a look at what's coming up next week. I'll hit that for you guys quickly. What is coming up next week? We have next week, big week, obviously, Thanksgiving week. It all starts off on Thursday night. And I'll make a quick live update on Thursday night after the games. But I can't do a live watch along on Thursday because we are doing Man United against Bodo Glimt. But let's start, first of all, the Chicago Bears. That's a traditional game. They're going to play against the Detroit Lions. Lions are the favorite, but I still think the Bears are handling themselves well. They come to play, the Bears, they come to play. So that's on Thursday night. That's an early kickoff here in Europe. Then you have the New York Giants against the Dallas Cowboys. Like I said before, this should be a win for the Cowboys. This could be their first home win in the season. Let me repeat that. It could be we're going to week 13, and this could be the first home win from the Cowboys this season. Now, statistically saying, you'd have to bet on the Giants winning this one. If they win this one, the Giants, I can tell you now, all hell breaks loose in Dallas. Then, very good game. The late kickoff on Thursday, very good game. Miami Dolphins against the Green Bay Packers. I might do that one live. Don't know yet. I'll let you guys know. But that should be a good game. And then on Friday, we have a Friday game. The Las Vegas Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's at 9 o'clock Central European time. The Raiders, I don't think the Raiders can win in Arrowhead Stadium against the Chiefs. Then let's just go through the other games quite quickly. We have the Rams against the Falcons. The Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers against the Falcons. Flip of a coin. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. You'd have to favor Pittsburgh, but I'm still hoping out for Cincinnati. Arizona against Minnesota. I can't see Arizona going to Minnesota. Saying that, every time I say that Arizona's basically out of it, they come up with something. So let's see what happens there. Indianapolis at New England. I never go against the Patriots, but it's going to be tough. Seattle at New York. I think Seattle knocked the Jets off, no problem. Tennessee at Washington. This is a tough game for Washington. This is going to show me how much grit this team is. Jane Daniels needs to up his game a little bit. So let's see what happens there. Houston at Jacksonville. Look, if Houston lose this one, the alarm bells will be ringing in Houston and panic stations. A lot of panic in Texas at the moment. Los Angeles Rams against the New Orleans Saints. Two teams not doing so well this season, and a must-win for both of them if they still want to have that little slight chance of making the playoffs. Tampa Bay at Carolina. This is a must-win for Tampa Bay. You've got to beat the Panthers. Philadelphia, Baltimore, that's the big game. That's the big game on Sunday night. The Eagles against the Ravens, the battle of the birds. Let's see what happens there. And then after that, this is just one good game after the other. San Francisco 49ers at the Bills. Look, 49ers fans, you don't win this one, it's over. I believe it's over. This is must-win game for you guys. The Bills, if they win, they're 100% in the playoffs. They don't win, they're 99% in the playoffs. But the 49ers, this is a must-win game for you guys. McCaffrey, Kittle, Deebo Samuel, you all need to step up. Let's see if Brock Purdy's back. I don't know. And then the last game will be the Monday night game, Cleveland at Denver. Look, the Broncos are doing well. If Bo Nix pulls this game off, then I think Broncos make the playoffs. I think the Broncos are going in the right direction. But those are our games for next week. And it's going to be a fantastic week. I mean, it is Thanksgiving. What else do you want? But let's get into something that's a little bit more serious. But don't take me too seriously. Let's start off with our player of the week. Let's start off with our player of the week. And there's only one place to go. There's only one place to go. Saquon Barkley. I mean, let's be honest. This man, if you're a New York Giants fan, you're getting sick listening to me now. Your stomach's turning. If you watch that game on the weekend, as a Giants fan, you just feel nauseated. You feel like throwing up all the time. They let this man go. I understand why at the end of the day, but from a fan's perspective, how can you let this man go? I mean, he has been the number one running back in the league. And that's saying a lot because you've got somebody like Derrick Henry out there as well. But he is smashing it. He is the Eagles. I mean, you know, and it's good because Jalen Hurts doesn't need to run as much as he used to. It keeps him away from those unnecessary injuries. They've got a good receiving core, but this is Saquon's team. He came in to the team and he's just taken over. And if he keeps this up, this could be an historic season. He could break records for yards this year. He could break records. And I didn't think I would quickly see a 2,000 rushing yard season again because, you know, it has become a very quarterback-centric league where the quarterbacks, you can throw the ball more because you're more well protected. But Saquon's doing a number. So Saquon is my player of the week, my MVP of the week. He is my MVP front runner at the moment. You can see it changes from week to week. I hope I don't jinx him like I've jinxed the other ones. Then, ladies and gentlemen, my first Pratt of the week. Let me put it out there. Aaron Rodgers. He didn't even play and became Pratt of the week. Look, Aaron, this man is famous for fucking finding excuses. Oh, I don't know if I play next year. What am I going to do next year? Maybe I go somewhere else. Well, all this crap. You know what? Just play well for the Jets. When the Jets signed you, I mean, I know Jets fans. I mean, they would have bet their house on making the playoffs for a change and doing well. The Jets fans are the most suffering fans in the NFL. You were supposed to be their Messias, the guy that took them to the promised land. And you've been playing like shit this season. Don't blame it on him. They've done it. The Jets organization brought everybody in that you wanted. At the end, they still brought in your old boy Devontae Adams. And you suck. So you're the Pratt of the week for me. Stop with these excuses. Stop playing good football. Then we've got to talk about this guy. This guy is, for me, the dipshit of the week. Pickens from the Steelers. Listen here. We only lost the game because of the weather and the snow. So the other fucking team played in sunshine and 30 degrees and you were the only team that played in the snow. The other team didn't have snow on their pitch. Jameis Winston embraced the snow. You made yourself look like a real twat. I mean, come on, blaming the snow. It's the same for two teams. If you can't catch a ball in the snow, then you need to get out and practice. You have made yourself look the laughing stock of the NFL for this week. So there's our dipshit of the week. So don't even want to talk about dipshits like that. Let's get him straight off the thing. So that was our roundup for this week. You guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday night. Big watch along for all the games on Sunday night. And just have a wonderful time with your family and your friends. Enjoy, stay healthy, stay happy, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.